How did you know when it was time to step away for a little bit from wrestling and kind of recenter yourself?
I just knew when my body was so beat up and I had worked so hard through 2010, and at one point, they just said, "Oh well," I said, "I heard. Can I have some time off?" I said, "Oh well, you're one of the guys we depend on. We'll leave you on the road." And I said, "We'll just go, to the doctor, see what they can do." And all doctors do is like write your prescription for pills, and that's kind of where that happened. But once I started going down that very slippery slope, that's where I said, "Okay, I've got to take some time away. I've got to get myself together and make things work the right way."
And then you came back really better than ever from there.
I feel like, yeah, whenever I came back, I was a lot smarter, for sure. And wrestling is kind of a cruel business. Like when you're young and you're athletic and you can do everything under the sun, you'll go out there and do it. And you don't think about the character work. You don't think about, really building a strong persona and telling strong stories necessarily with your character and like whatever the arc is in the story that you're working against your rival, until you get hurt and beat up real bad. And you're like, God, I got to tell more of a story. I've got to be more of a character. And then that's when you start doing it. But then you can't physically do everything that you could when you were younger. So it's a real twisted business in that way. Kind of cursed.
I don't feel like there's not a lot you can't do anymore, though.
I mean,
the only thing you told me you don't do is the leg drop.
Yeah, I don't do that. I mean, I used to do 450s back in the day. I could even still do those actively when we were in WWE, like 99, 2000, whatever, and I didn't really do them a lot because, it was so hard on my knees. And now I have so much scar tissue in my body and just, I do some yoga, I do stretching to try and stay as limber as possible. I can still do a lot of the basic stuff that I do, obviously, that I have done. It's just I have to be real careful whenever if something is going to land on my lower back or spine because my hips and lower back and that stuff is so tight, and I just have to protect that stuff when I'm working. Work very smart.